what's up, you guys? Marty Schwartz here with Marty Music, and I've got my good friend Jamie Slays about to break down KoRn, Freak on a Leash. So I hope you guys enjoy the tutorial. Also be sure to check out Jamie Slays' channel in the link below, and I appreciate you supporting Marty Music as well. So without further ado, take it away, Jamie Slays.
Hey guys, it's Jamie from the Jamie Slays YouTube channel, back again with another epic metal riff lesson. Today we're going to cover the song Freak on a Leash by the mighty band KoRn. It's played on a 7-string guitar, a whole step down, which is in A standard. So it's kind of like a whole D standard guitar, but with the extra A on the bottom. You could play it in drop A if you wanted on a normal 7-string, but to keep it traditional, we're playing in A standard like KoRn did. It's a bit tricky. There's some cool riffs, there's some clean sections, there's some weird harmonies and octave chords and those kind of things. So yeah, stick around to the end and we'll talk about it some more. But without further ado, here is Freak on a Leash by KoRn. So the first bit of lead you have is a distortion section and a clean section. I'm going to start with the distortion section up here on the 17th fret on the high 6th string. It's already quite slow, so I'm not going to break it down slowly, but I'll tell you the notes. So it's 17 on the 6th string, then 19 on the 7th string, which is the high one, then 18 back on the 6th string again. Now officially, I think they play it down here on the 9th fret on the 5th string, then up to the 12 on the 6th, and then 10 on the 4th string again. I think they then use the Digitech Whammy pedal to transpose it 1 octave higher, so then it plays that. But if you don't have a whammy pedal, just play it on the 17th fret like I taught you initially. This bit is played all the way down on the bottom 22, 22 and 24 frets. Like so. It's quite fiddly to get down there. And especially if you don't have a 24 fret guitar, it's going to be really difficult, so you could always play it an octave down and turn the octave up. But here are the notes as follows. So we have 22, 22 and 24 on the highest 3 strings. Then it goes like so. There's 3 different rhythms in this. There's the first one, then the second one there's a delay, and in the third one there's another delay. That third one is like a dotted section, so you delay all 3 of them. I've got a cool like phaser on it or something, and they have it I think where it gets to the end and it kind of speeds up a bit and gets all warbly. So essentially it's 10, 10, 12. Essentially it's 10, 10, 12 on the lower strings. Essentially on the lower frets it's 10, 10, 12. Possibly with an octaver, but in the videos I see them playing it down in the lower register, which I'm pretty sure is where it's played, and it's a little bit hard and a bit tricky to get to, so just make sure you ring out those notes fully. Like so. Here is the pre-chorus riff played at full speed. Here is that pre-chorus riff played slowly. is that pre-riff, here is that pre-chorus riff played slowly. So those are octave chords. If you're not familiar with an octave chord, it's a note and then an octave note, which is 8 notes above it, played at the same time. It's kind of like a bar chord, but you just take out that middle note. So we've got 11 and 13, 11 on the 3rd string, and then we've got 13 on the 5th string, played together. You either use your middle finger or your index finger to block off that middle string. So you get just those 2 notes ringing together. Those 2. Either you do it with your middle finger, so you don't play the note. So you don't play the note, you just mute it. Or you use your index finger. If I don't mute it, you hear this. If I do mute it, you hear this. Took a while to practice that, but you'll get it in no time if you just focus on it. So we have the 11, 13, then to 12, 14, and then down to the 8, 10. That note in between is the open 2nd string, which is a D. And then you end it on a ringing out of the 11, 13. You've probably already realised in this song, KoRn love to do layering. So when this bit is playing, the second guitar is playing this part full speed. So it's basically the same bit as the 11 bit, but we're playing it down on the 4th fret on the 2nd string, so the A string. So we're playing it on the 2nd string, and it's basically a harmony of the 11 section. But as you heard there, the difference is this one has a ring out after. So it's 4, 5, 4 on the octaves. Again, it follows the same pattern as the higher up version. Again, it follows the same pattern as the higher up version, but just played down here on the 4th fret. And that's that pre-chorus section with both guitars. So now we've got the chorus section, the something takes a part of me bit. So there's 2 guitars in this part, but for now I'm just going to show you the main part and then get to the next part in a sec. So here it is at full speed. So, played slowly and broken down, we have a 7 and 9/9 chord starting out. So we have the open string on the low 7, which is the A. Then we have 7, then 9, then 9 again. It's kind of like playing an open E, but it's the higher up version. Then we go down to the 7, 9, 9 on the lowest strings. You can either do 2 strings or 3. Depends if you want it to be thick and girthy. So we have 7, 9, 9, 8, 10, 10, 6, 8, 8. Then we have a tiny little A note, which is an open, before we go back to the 7, 9, 9 chord. Now, like I said earlier, there is a second guitar, which apparently is up here, which is the same as this, technically, so I'm going to play it here. And then apparently it's like that, which I'm not sure if it is, but listening to the song, there is something going on there. So if you want to learn that, it's 4, 3, 4 on the 4th and 5th strings, and then a 3, 5, 5, but with open notes as well. So I'm not really sure about that one, because I prefer the instead of a. So I'm not sure what's going on there. Also, I don't know if it happens in this bit or later on, but when it goes more like this, which I think it only does the second time around, or maybe the third time around, but you can play it at either point. There's a section where it's, which is the same chords as these, but up here, so 2, 3, 1, but with the 1, you let it ring out with the open notes behind it. So instead of what we had before, we have But again, I think the second guitar plays the open kind of, is technically an open E chord, but we're in a 7-string A tuning, so it's not E. It's just an open chord. So it's either played at the beginning or later on. So again, there's the, and then there's, which I think both play together, and then, because they're kind of the same chord, just an extended version. And then we have, so I think that's how that bit goes. Also in the chorus with the, there's another guitar that plays over the top. So we have octave chords on 18 and 20, which is here. Then 13, 15, and then 14, 16. So it goes like this. Like I said, KoRn love their layers. So again, 18, 20, octave chords. That's on the 3rd string and 5th string. Same again, 13, 14, So 13 and 15, and then 14 and 16. Like so. Then the song goes back to its intro section. And then we repeat the pre-chorus again. Then we get the song at the moment is just repeating this section twice. Then we go into a new section, which we haven't done yet. And it's kind of like a break before the big build up to the climax of the song. So here it is, played at full speed, and I'll try and break it down for you after. Here it is, played slowly. Now, I saw a lot of tabs playing it down here, and then something else playing up here. But this makes total sense. So, it's a mixture of palm muted notes and harmonics. Which, now I'm learning this, it reminds me of One Step Closer by Linkin Park. There's a riff at the beginning that kind of does a similar thing. So a natural harmonic is where you just rest your finger slightly on the bar, on the actual silver fret bar itself. You don't press it down. You don't do any kind of pinching, you just rest it on it. So this is 4. So it's 4 palm muted on the 3rd string. Then we do a gentle rest on the 5th fret. So you get that harmonic sound. Then you do a 4th fret one. So you rest both. Like I said, you can play it down here, and then the other guitar can play. But I think it's accurately played here. It's a little bit tricky because you've got to go from lifting off your finger to then putting it back down again, and then only resting it for the harmonics. It's a little bit tricky, but do it slowly and you'll get it in no time. So this next bit is getting to the climax and the end of the song. It's one of my favourite sections of the whole song. Here it is, played at full speed. Again, this is quite a slow one, so I'm just going to break down the chords rather than play it down slowly. We have bar chords, power chords, whatever you want to call them. You can either do 2 frets, you can either do 2 notes, or 3. Make it a bit more girthy. We have 2, 3, 4, all the way up to 5. So we have this. So that's like a chromatic 2, 3, 4, 5. So then we change it up, we go 2, 3, 2, 1. like so. So then after that bit, we go into the final chorus. I've technically already showed this, but I'm just going to show it again. It's essentially this, which is the same as the previous chorus, but that was just kind of held out notes. Again, there's two guitars, so one probably does this. Same as before. Where the other one plays the open chord like I showed you earlier. Then there's one tiny little detail after that where there's an octave whammy involved. So I don't currently have one of those, but it goes like this. So essentially it's like the 12th fret, all the way up an octave. So what he does is he plays a chord. I think he plays this. So I think it's this chord, 9 and 12, which is on the 4th and 6th strings. And then he presses down on the pedal, goes up to that note there. But he actually plays it so it gradually goes up. Kind of like that sound. And then that's what kind of sound you're getting. But with the whammy pedal. Again, sounds better with the whammy pedal. And then the final bit, they do, and they ring it out for basically the end of the song. So that was Freak on a Leash by KoRn. What did you think? It's actually the first time I've learnt the whole song all the way through. Before this, I've just learnt some of the main riffs, and I really enjoy it. It's a great song to play. It's not too difficult, but there are some things that are a bit tricky. The octave chords, the getting down to the 24th fret is a bit difficult, especially if you don't have a guitar that has 24 frets. But it's one of KoRn's most iconic songs, if not the most iconic song. And if you really want to challenge yourself, you can learn both parts like I taught in the video, so you can learn both Head and Munky's parts, and you could record them yourself and play them together. If you liked it, leave a like and subscribe to Marty's channel, because he's posting new content all the time. And thanks again for watching this video. I've been Jamie Slays. If you love metal, come on over and subscribe to my channel too.
All right, thank you so much, Jamie Slays, for breaking down that KoRn lesson. I hope you guys enjoyed that are into that style and love KoRn. Hope you guys dug it. Also, thanks again for supporting Marty Music. We've got links below for Jamie Slays' channel, Marty Music, free content as well. Appreciate you guys. Hope to see you again. Take care.